What if your favorite hero was secretly the villain all along? Some heroes didn't fall in battle. They fell into darkness. In movies, TV, and comics, heroes are supposed to save the world, but sometimes power corrupts. Sometimes trauma breaks them, and sometimes the line between hero and villain was never there to begin with. Today, we're counting down 10 heroes who quietly became the very thing they once fought against. Before we begin, make sure you stick around until the end for a special bonus where we reveal 5 villains who ultimately became heroes. Number 10. Anakin Skywalker, Star Wars. Anakin Skywalker didn't fall because he was evil. He fell because he was afraid. Taken from slavery, trained as a Jedi, and told he was destined to bring balance to the Force, Anakin carried impossible expectations from childhood. But the Jedi taught detachment, the exact opposite of what Anakin needed. He loved deeply, too deeply. When visions of Padme dying haunted him, fear consumed his judgment. Palpatine exploited that fear, convincing Anakin the Jedi were holding him back from saving her. In one desperate moment, Anakin chose power over principle. He helped slaughter the Jedi Order, including children, and became Darth Vader, the Empire's most feared weapon. And the tragedy? Everything he did to save Padme ultimately caused her death. The hero didn't just become a villain. He became the symbol of tyranny itself. Number 9. Daenerys Targaryen, Game of Thrones. Daenerys began as a frightened exile sold into marriage. She rose from nothing, freeing slaves, toppling tyrants, and earning the love of entire cities. To many, she was the breaker of chains, proof that rulers could be just. But every victory taught her the same lesson. Fire and blood worked. By the time she reached Westeros, betrayal and loss surrounded her. Friends died. Advisors turned cold. The people she came to rule didn't love her. They feared her. And when King's Landing surrendered, something inside her snapped. Instead of mercy, she chose annihilation. Dragonfire rained down on civilians who posed no threat. In seeking to destroy tyranny, she became its ultimate form. Number 8. Harvey Dent, The Dark Knight. Harvey Dent was Gotham's hope, a district attorney willing to challenge corruption head-on, fighting criminals without masks or secrets. But hope is fragile. When the Joker kidnapped Harvey and Rachel, Batman couldn't save them both. Rachel died, and Harvey was horribly burned. In his grief, Dent realized something terrifying. Justice wasn't fair. Good people died, criminals walked free, heroes failed. So he surrendered morality to chance, letting a coin decide life or death. Two-Face wasn't just a villain, he was Gotham's belief in justice, shattered. Number 7. Wanda Maximoff, WandaVision / Doctor Strange. Wanda Maximoff lost everything. Her parents, her brother, her lover, Vision, and unlike other heroes, Wanda had reality-warping powers strong enough to do something about her pain. So she created a false reality, a perfect suburban life where Vision was alive and her grief didn't exist. The problem? An entire town was enslaved inside her fantasy. Families trapped in their own minds, children forced to sleep so they wouldn't suffer. Wanda knew they were in pain, but letting them go meant losing Vision again. Her villainy wasn't born from cruelty. It came from refusing to face loss. Number 6. Walter White, Breaking Bad. Walter White tells himself he's doing it for his family. a dying chemistry teacher making meth to leave money behind. But slowly, that lie crumbles. Walter enjoys the power. He manipulates partners, poisons children, orders murders, and destroys lives, all while claiming moral superiority. The turning point comes when he admits the truth. I did it for me. I liked it. Walter didn't just become a villain. He revealed he always had the capacity for one. Number 5. Eren Yeager, Attack on Titan. Eren Yeager grew up believing Titans were humanity's enemy. His dream was freedom beyond the walls. But as truths unraveled, Eren discovered humanity itself was the real threat. The world wanted his people exterminated. So Eren made a horrifying choice. If the world would never stop attacking his home, he would destroy the world first. Activating the rumbling, he unleashed millions of colossal titans, trampling entire nations. The boy who wanted freedom became history's greatest mass killer. And the worst part? He believed it was necessary. Number 4. Homelander, The Boys. Homelander is what happens when a hero is created in a lab, without love. Raised without family, empathy, or accountability, he grew up powerful but emotionally stunted. Corporations marketed him as Earth's greatest protector. But behind closed doors, Homelander is insecure, narcissistic, and terrifyingly unstable. He doesn't save people out of compassion. He needs their worship. And the moment admiration fades, cruelty takes over. Homelander isn't a fallen hero. He's proof some heroes were villains from the beginning. Number 3. Ozymandias, Watchmen. Adrian Veidt saw the future clearly. Nuclear war would destroy humanity, so he devised a plan. Stage an alien catastrophe so horrific that nations would unite against a common enemy. The cost? Millions of innocent lives. He saved billions by sacrificing millions. And unlike other villains, he doesn't regret it. The world achieves peace, but peace built on mass murder. Ozymandias didn't fail as a hero. He succeeded at a horrifying price. Number 2. Jean Grey, X-Men. Jean Grey was compassionate, powerful, and loyal. But when cosmic phoenix energy fused with her, it amplified everything she felt. Love became obsession, anger became destruction, pain became rage. Entire civilizations fell to her power. Jean didn't wake up evil. She lost control. The Phoenix wasn't just a villain. It was Jean's darkest emotions unleashed without restraint. Number 1. Superman, Injustice. Superman is supposed to be incorruptible, the ultimate symbol of hope, until the Joker tricked him into killing Lois Lane and their unborn child, triggering a nuclear explosion that destroyed Metropolis. Superman's world ended in a single moment, and so did his mercy. Believing humanity needed protection from itself, he took control of the planet. Dictatorship replaced freedom. Justice replaced choice. And Batman became the resistance leader against his former friend. The scariest part? Superman still believed he was the hero. And now for a special bonus. Can you name any villain who ultimately became a hero? Here are some of our choices. 1. Loki, Marvel Cinematic Universe. Introduced as Thor's jealous, power-hungry brother, Loki repeatedly tries to conquer Earth. But over time, betrayal, loss, and self-reflection reshape him. In later appearances, Loki evolves into someone willing to sacrifice himself to protect others, even entire timelines. He goes from villain to tragic anti-hero, to protector of reality itself. 2. Prince Zuko, Avatar: The Last Airbender. One of the best redemption arcs in television. Zuko spends seasons hunting Aang to restore his honor, only to realize his nation is the real villain. After confronting his abusive father and toxic upbringing, he joins Team Avatar and helps end the war. His transformation feels earned because we watch him struggle every step of the way. 3. The Winter Soldier to Bucky Barnes, Marvel. Brainwashed into becoming Hydra's assassin, Bucky commits horrific acts while under mind control. Once freed, he spends years trying to atone, eventually fighting alongside the Avengers and Wakandans. His arc centers on trauma, guilt, and recovery. 4. Severus Snape, Harry Potter. Seen as a villain for most of the series, Snape is revealed to have been protecting Harry all along. His motivations are complicated and morally gray, but his sacrifices ultimately place him on the side of heroism. 5. Darth Vader to Anakin Skywalker, Star Wars. One of the greatest redemption arcs in cinema. After decades as the Emperor's enforcer, Vader ultimately saves his son Luke by killing Palpatine, sacrificing his own life in the process. In his final moments, Anakin returns, fulfilling the prophecy he once betrayed. He dies not as a monster, but as a father who chose love over power. And there you have it. Heroes inspire us, but their greatest stories remind us anyone can fall. Which hero's turn shocked you most? And who did we miss? Comment below, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into villains and the thin between good and evil. See you in the next video.